Right now, take a look at your screen. This is a live look over at the Israel-Gaza border, days after President Biden said he was hopeful that a Gaza ceasefire and hostage deal would be reached by Monday. Egypt's president has echoed the statement, saying today that he believes an agreement will come, quote, in the coming days. This would lead to a temporary truce during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, but Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant saying Hamas, Hezbollah and Iran want to turn Ramadan into the, quote, second stage of October 7th. Gallant made the comments during an IDF Central Command assessment saying, quote, Hamas' main goal is to take Ramadan and turn it into the second phase of their plan that began on October 7th. Lawrence Rubin is an associate professor in the Sam Nunn School of International Affairs at Georgia Tech, joining us now live to talk more about that and other developments out of the Middle East. Thank you so much as always for taking the time to be here with us this morning. Well, Josh, thank you very much for having me this morning. Of course, well, first off, I do want to get your take on the comments. They were by Gallant. When you heard those, what were you thinking? Well, a couple of different things. One, of course, is really pushing this idea that any type of pause or ceasefire will have costs and risks to the military operation in the military goals specifically. In Gaza, in the sense of there could be repositioning of forces, there could be resupply, and it's kind of also unknown what afterwards, if there's a resumption of fighting, what that situation on the ground would look like. One might think that there could be an incredibly high cost and rougher, for example, because of the intense population density there, but it also may look less or more, and it's unclear where the Hamas fighters would go. But the biggest issue, I think, that gets much less attention because everything focused on Gaza right now is the northern border, and we care about this from time to time. But this is what, even from the beginning of this conflict, has been brewing, and we've seen kind of this escalation come and go, as we saw, I think, from, is it yesterday? Or the day before. It's kind of hard to remember exactly what it was. Exchange of fires, both Israel firing deep into Lebanon, and as well the Hezbollah attacks and into Israel. This has been ongoing, and this is also something that's intolerable for the residents in the north of Israel, but in particular the IDF, because it needs to reduce this threat, needs Hezbollah, which is much more significant than the threat that Hamas even posed when it comes to its ability to really strike serious damage on Israel. Taking a little bit deeper into that, if a temporary ceasefire was reached there between Israel and Hamas, how would that likely impact Hezbollah and their fight with Israel? Would there be any sort of